You went in and you were given this huge thing of rice. And if you agreed to come sit down in the exhibit, you had to stay there until you had individually counted each of the grains of rice. And then you were allowed to move on. And I did it. It drove my family crazy because I stayed there for about an hour and a half
Yeah.
counting the grains of rice. I found it very meditative. I loved it. They thought it was nuts, but I love that exhibit.
But really a fantastic string of cruises with Viking and Avalon and Variety. And now excited to talk about Tasmania, a destination that I've been to a couple times. I think really one of the most underrated destinations, perhaps the most underrated destination in Australia, because, you know, people think Great Barrier Reef or Uluru or Sydney Harbor. Then you've got this island off the south coast of Australia that just really has so much to offer. And it still kind of has, even though it has amazing food, it has amazing hotels, it still feels a little bit undiscovered. So I was there for a couple of weeks back late last year, and I'd been on a previous trip there as well. So I'm very excited to talk about Tasmania. I learned a lot about olive oil. So Bruny Island, just outside of Hobart, just an easy hop to get there. And then the other Hobart activity that I have is to do a seafood cruise. Hobart is a city that is centered around a very active marina. And then in my case, it was the actual captain. I don't know if that was the case. That's the case on all of them, but actually puts on a wetsuit and goes over the side and then comes up with all kinds of crustaceans off the seafloor. And we did sashimi style where they chop it up, they cook it up on the back.